Welcome back, guys. Today I have a barbecue with me, but this is totally going to be a Weight Watchers friendly meal. If you guys are new here, my name is Danielle and I am following the old school Weight Watchers points program. So it's basically the same idea as all Weight Watchers programs. Everything's allotted a certain amount of points. So there's a couple ladies on here who are all collabing together and doing this summer barbecue, like cooking together edition video. What we are going to do is going to be a chicken al pastor. So it's basically kind of a chicken with a chipotle adobo sauce, and we're gonna grill that up, and we're gonna have some fresh pineapple and vegetables in there. I made a cactus salad, and I also did some pickled red onions. All very, very good. Super, super light, very summer barbecue appropriate. There will be no one who is going home with an empty stomach or feeling not satisfied. So if you guys are interested, let me show you my ways. I'm gonna actually start making the marinade for the chicken. So I'm using just this mini food processor. If you have a big one or a blender, use whatever you got. So the recipe called for this enchote rojo. It's like a paste. It's the, I guess it's like a chili powder paste. So this is the one that I found. I found this in like at a local market, and it calls for 3.5 ounces. If you guys can't find this, they do have this one. I found these more available. This is from the brand Goya. I will try to find everything and link it in my Amazon store below if you guys are interested. But this one is the actual paste, but it's with lard. So this one is like higher in fat. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and find this option for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and combine all these in our food processor. We're gonna be using some chipotle peppers. This is a chipotle salsa, but this is what I could find. But it calls for a couple whole chipotle peppers and a couple tablespoons of the actual sauce, 1/4 of a cup of oil, and 1/4 of a cup of water. I'm gonna go ahead and double the recipe because this is for 1.5 pounds of chicken and I have like 5 because I'm gonna feed quite a few people. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this, and then I will link the actual recipe down below if you guys are interested. Alright, so when you are done and it's all mixed, it's going to be like this fiery red color, red-orangey color, I guess. This is going to be the marinade that you're going to soak your meat in. You can do this with either pork or chicken. I am opting to do it with chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast because it is leaner, way less points, super Weight Watchers friendly. The only thing that you will consider in all of these ingredients would be that oil that I added, but I opted to only do half of a serving. So I did the 1/4 of a cup for all this chicken that I'm going to use, so it's really going to be not that much points. Alright, so I just have these boneless, skinless chicken breast. We went ahead and just cut them in half because they're pretty thick. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to coat the meat with the sauce, and then once I get everything coated, I'm just going to go ahead and pour the sauce over the rest of the sauce over the meat, and I'm going to go ahead and let it sit in the refrigerator for like maybe 1 to 2 hours. So that's what's next. how we're just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to top it with anything. I'm just going to go ahead and let this sit. Let everything absorb. It smells really, really good. Here's one thing about like al pastor. Like if you'll either see, like I said, with the pork or like this way with the chicken, al pastor does have a spice to it. So it's going to have a little bit of kick. But we are going to be adding pineapple. And the pineapple is going to give it kind of the sweet to the spicy side. So when we go to grill, we're going to also be grilling a little bit of red onion and some pineapple, and I'll show you how it all comes together. So let's go ahead and we're going to let this marinate, and we'll check back in a little bit. Our side salad, this is either like, I guess it's a salad, but you could also eat it as like a salsa, is a cactus salad. I know this is going to sound weird, but stay open-minded. But it's either called cactus or nopales. So basically what I do is I get the cactus like leaves from the store, like packaged like this. They're more money, but they take out the little thorns because these thorns are killer and they get stuck in your hands. Cactus is so health beneficial. It's very good for people who are like diabetic. It helps control blood sugar. It helps with your cholesterol. Like it is like one of those superfoods. So if you guys ever notice, they have like drinks and everything with cactus in it, and it's really, really good for you. I am going to do it my way. If you ever have it in from like a store or a market, they do have like fresh crumbled cheese in there. But since we are doing this more of a Weight Watchers friendly, I'm going to omit the cheese. If you guys wanted to have it, you totally can. But first, before we start actually mixing all the ingredients together, we have to slice up the cactus leaves and boil them to make them less, like to cook them so they're not firm. When you do cook cactus leaves, they do give off like kind of a jelly coating, so be prepared for that. But you'll notice when they're ready, when they're nice and cooked, they become really like flouncy, almost like a pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up and we'll get them in the pot. I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit of a saucepan. I cut mine lengthwise and pretty thin because this is going to be used like on top of your tacos, or you can use it as like a side salad. I like to make this for during the week, and I'll put it on top of my eggs for breakfast. You could have it just as a, like I said, a side salad. There's so many different ways to have it. It's really, really light and fresh, and it's perfect for summer. And if you live like somewhere where it's warm all year long, I guarantee you the cactus is way cheaper than what we pay for it here. I don't take all the way to the bottom because that's where it's kind of like the stem. So you see how it's like, oops, dropped some. And I just toss it in the bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these up. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill up the pot with some water. And I'm going to put it on medium until it kind of boils. And then I'll take one out and I'll show you what a cooked piece looks like so you'll know when yours is done. Alright, these are all done. They did get a little bit darker. If you guys can see, they kind of look like a green bean, but now they're flimsier and they're thinner. So they do shrink a little bit. So if you're worried about them all fitting in the pan, I wouldn't worry so much because they do shrink because they are going to give off a good amount of water. So these are all done. What I'm going to do is I am just going to pour them into like a strainer, and I'm going to rinse them with cold water. And make sure you rinse them really good because you're going to want to get the slime all off of them. And then once they're all nice and cool, slime's rinsed off, just throw them in a bowl and I'll show you what ingredients you're going to add. Alright, I have the cactus just in a bowl sitting right here. I'm going to cut up a couple tomatoes, about a handful of cilantro, and then I have a jalapeno I'm going to put in there. If you guys like, you can use a red, green, red, yellow onion, whatever kind you want. I'm not going to put that because Leo doesn't like raw onion. So I'm going to chop all these things up, and then I'm going to top it with some fresh lime juice, a little bit of garlic, and salt. Everything here is to taste, so you can add what you like, don't add what you don't like. as much lemon. If you like, I like a lot of lemon juice, but my family doesn't, so I had to be really mindful of that. Like I said, you can add different kinds of like Mexican cheeses to this, and the garlic and salt is also just to taste. So I will cut all this up, get it all together, and then I will show you when I'm done. Alright, and here in the bowl I have, like I said, the cilantro. When you cut cilantro, they always say you shouldn't even really cut it too small. Kind of leave it in thicker pieces. You should even break it off by hand because it gives you more flavor. But I have the cactus, and then underneath there I have a couple tomatoes and the diced up jalapeno. I have some limes cut in half, and I'm just going to go ahead and juice them into here. I'm going to add like one and a half limes, and then I'll season it, and then I'll taste it. Like I said, everything is to taste. If you like it, you know, limier or saltier or whatever the case may be. I don't like it to be too limey because then Leo won't eat it. And if you can see, it's really, really colorful, really, really light. And it's good for you, but it tastes really good as well. And it's something you can eat all week long too if you don't finish it. So I'm going to add some sea salt. I feel like with sea salt you need to add more than you have to do with like regular salt. So I would say a couple teaspoons, I don't know, tablespoons, whatever. A couple shakes. And then some garlic because I put garlic on everything. A couple shakes of that. We also eat these like on top of tostadas if you guys wanted to, or with tortilla chips as like a dip. I mean, the possibilities are really endless with this. Alright. So what I will do now is just go ahead and top it, and I'm going to leave it in the fridge to cool for a couple hours, and then when it's time to eat, I will bring it out. Okay, here is a true story. I love having pickled onions. If you never had them, my father-in-law goes to this little market and he always brings them back when he brings like a chicken or whatever. And I came across this recipe on Pinterest and I was like, man, I really want to try it. But I don't ever like sharing recipes with you guys that I have not tried myself. But so last night I went ahead and I made them. What it is just one whole red onion thinly sliced, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of water, hot water, and I think it's a couple tablespoons of sugar and some salt, and you just shake it up and let it sit overnight. I will put the recipe in the description box, but guys, these are so good. So they're gonna sit overnight. I just put them in this mason jar and they come out like kind of pink, but they are so good. You can put these on top of your salads, on your tacos, with your chicken, whatever. These are the best. Oh god, they're so delicious. If you guys like pickled anything, these are bomb.com. So Weight Watchers friendly, and they are completely homemade too, so you don't have to worry about any crazy stuff in them. Oh my god, these are so good. Try these too. Oh, this food's gonna be so great. So for this barbecue, we are going to obviously barbecue outside, but we have this brick patio back here, and it is full of non-stop sun, and it's going to be a hot one since it's July here in the city. So we wanted to put up some kind of patio or umbrella or something like that, gazebo covering, to kind of, you know, block us and give us some relief from the heat. So I went ahead and I got this, I received this gazebo. It's kind of one, it's, what is it called, like a pop-up? Okay. I went ahead and received this pop-up canopy from the company Abba Patio. I'm going to go ahead and link everything down below if you guys are interested. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it and put it up, and I'll show you guys how it looks. We just got it out of the box, and what I love so far is it has these wheels on it. So if you wanted to take it to like the beach or to a family member's house and they needed it for a barbecue or whatever, it's super easy and compact to move around. And you know, like, it sucks pulling these things around and having to carry them. but the fact that it has the wheels makes it really, really convenient. All popped up and ready to go. I absolutely love it. I like the fact that when you hook, if you guys ever had one of these when you were like a kid and your uncle came with one of these, you know, it was kind of a annoying thing to put together. This was really simple once we kind of figured it out. On the inside, the Velcro, everything, if you guys could see, it just sets in. Everything is super friendly. You can go ahead and put these in the ground, and the bottom is flat if you want it. They do have like those weighted rings that you can set around the bottom, so if you want to prevent it from lifting. But it goes up really tall. It's nice and big and perfect for a summer barbecue, just to relax, especially if you have, you know, young kids or older people and they just don't want to sit out in the heat. And it's not an eyesore either. It looks really, really great. I am so excited for it. So if you guys are interested in getting yourselves one of these, if you can't afford like one of those big, expensive, lavish gazebos that we all really want but cannot afford, this is a awesome, awesome option. So first we're going to just start grilling up the pineapple and red onion. And then once we get them just kind of with the grill marks, we're just going to move them to the less hot portion of the grill and then start cooking up the chicken. The chicken we want to cook until it's like pretty much blackened. And then we're going to go ahead and once it's all cooked up, we're going to cut up the pineapple along with the red onion and the cooked chicken. And then we're going to put it in this cast iron on the gas grill and we're going to fry it all up together. And then we'll put everything on a tortilla. So right now we're just going ahead, like I said, we're grilling up the pineapple. I'm going to also toss the red onion on the grill along with the rest of the pineapple. And then once we kind of get them all nice and grilled up, we'll move them out of the direct heat. And then we'll start blackening up, like cooking up our chicken. So yeah, I will kind of show you guys throughout the process. Alright, here goes the onion. Like I said, we're just going to go ahead and cook them up. Got the grill master with me here. Thanks, honey. Alright, just until they get, you know, darkened up and soft. And then you just go ahead and move them to the less hot part of the grill. The seasoning smells so good, guys. I feel like you guys are really going to love it. What do you think, babe? Smell good?
Oh yeah.
So you see how they're starting to blacken up? The seasoning might stick to the crates of your grill. That's okay. But yeah, so they're gonna blacken up, and that's what we mean. So once both sides look like that, go ahead and take them off, and we're gonna cook them longer in the pan. All right, so we went ahead and pulled the pineapple and red onion off the grill. And Leo is just cutting it all up, and we're going to go ahead and toss it into the cast iron skillet along with a couple of the chicken breasts, which he's grabbing right now. Guys, this stuff smells so good. I am telling you, you are going to be in for some good eating. So there is the chicken. So mind you, depending on which Weight Watchers program you are on, each allotment of points for chicken breast will be different. I believe for 4 ounces on the points program is like 4 or 5 points. I'll put it on the screen. And then pineapple obviously is a couple points as well. I think for 1 cup is 2 or 3 points. But if you were on freestyle, that chicken breast will be free along with the fruits and vegetables, or the fruits and veggies right here. So essentially, if you're on freestyle, this whole meal will be free except for the tortillas. So it works. It will work your plan. You just kind of gotta figure out which plan you're on and address it accordingly. So we're gonna keep chopping this up, and into the pan it will go. Well, what we did, we just coated a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the bottom of the cast iron, so obviously nothing sticks. And then we just heated it up on the grill and just dumped everything in there. So now we're just gonna go ahead and fry everything up in this pan. And we want to basically marry all the seasonings. And what you're going to be able to top this with is completely up to you. So you can use either the low-carb tortillas, you can use regular corn tortillas, you can skip the tortillas, again, up to you. You can top it with a little bit of chopped up onion and cilantro, or your cactus salad. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless. And this is something that you can cook up and eat it throughout the week because it will not lose its flavor, and it will be awesome. So I'm going to fry this up for maybe about 7 or 8 minutes until it gets nice and cooked up, and then I will plate everything up and I will show you what we are working with. Here is our plate. I'll plate it up here. We're on a paper plate because we barbecuing. So here is our meat, and I have it on one of these Olay high fiber low carb tortillas, and I have a little serving of the cactus salad and our pickled onions. You can top this with a lemon, with some lime, I mean, fresh cilantro if you guys wanted to do some sour cream, pickled carrots, whatever you like. I like mine just kind of plain, and I'll probably just top it with a little bit of the cactus and some of the pickled carrots. So there you go. That is your meal, and it's more than enough that you can save and have for the whole rest of the week. And you could top it on salads. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that cook with me. I know it's a little bit different and some things you may never have thought about trying, but I promise you guys, have an open mind, and it is so good, and it's really going to make your summer barbecue a hit. Everybody in my family ate it, and we all absolutely loved it. So if you're new here, I would encourage you guys to stick around and please subscribe. We do a little bit of everything around here, and it's a good time. So I will see you guys in the next video. Do not forget to check out the other ladies who are in this collab. You will love them just as much as I do. And thank you guys for watching, and thank you for including me in this awesome video, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you later.